Our friend Ilhan Omar, there's a video, another video that from last year that has resurfaced. She was on Al Jazeera and she was asked whether Islamophobia can't be in some sense justified based on the fact that radical Muslims kill so many people, and so maybe people are afraid for a reason, given all this terrorism and violence. And she responded by, of course, as she tends to do, spewing ignorant bigotry. Watch this.
A lot of conservatives in particular would say that the rise in Islamophobia is a result not of hate, but of fear, a legitimate fear, they say, of quote-unquote jihadist terrorism, whether it's Fort Hood or San Bernardino or the recent truck attack in New York. What do you say to them?
I would say our country should be more fearful of white men across our country, because they are actually causing most of the deaths within this country. We should be profiling, monitoring, and creating policies to fight the radicalization of white men.
Okay, now she could have said to that question, I don't expect her to say that, oh yeah, well, Islamophobia is totally justified. Muslims are just the worst, man. I don't expect that answer, okay? She could have said, we shouldn't fear anybody based on their race or ethnicity. We should judge people on a case-by-case basis. I'm going to do her a favor, and I'm going to assume that she doesn't mean that completely literally, okay? Because the leading causes of death are heart disease, car accidents, respiratory disease, stroke, cancer, diabetes. These are the leading causes of death. I assume she is not suggesting that the white man is engineering all of that. I'll assume that what she meant is that white men are responsible for most of the murders in this country, causing most of the death. And if that's what she means, then she's still wrong. She is still catastrophically, insanely, incredibly wrong. According to the Bureau of Justice Statistics, white people in general, not just men, but people, white people in general commit 45% of all murders. Black people commit 52% of all murders. Now, this is remarkable because white people are 75% of the population. Black people are 13%. 75% of the population commits 45% of the murders, 13% commits 52%. Those are facts, okay? White people are way, 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 way underrepresented in the murder stats. Again, that's a simple fact. They say far-right groups killed 66 people across the entire world between 2013 and 2017. This is according to the Global Terrorism Index. 66 people in 4 years, 2013 and 2017. Meanwhile, in 2017 alone, just that year, 18,000 total people were killed by terrorists. So you've got 66 people in 4 years across the entire world killed by right-wing terrorists, but 18,000 were killed total in just 1 year, in 2017. Who do you think is responsible for almost all of that? I'll put it to you this way. That same index finds that 9 of the 10 worst countries for terrorism, 9 of the 10 countries most plagued by terrorism, are majority Muslim countries, with one outlier, number 10, being India. India is like 15% Muslim.